Today I would like to tell y'all about dihydrogen monoxide. Dihydrogen monoxide is a colorless and odorless chemical compound, also referred to by some as dihydrogen oxide, hydrogen hydroxide, hydrogen hydroxide, or simply hydric acid. Should you be concerned about dihydrogen monoxide? Yes, you should be concerned about dihydrogen monoxide. Although the U.S. government and the Centers for Disease Control do not classify dihydrogen monoxide as a toxic, dihydrogen monoxide is a constituent of many known toxic substances, diseases, and disease-causing agents, environmental hazards, and can be even lethal to humans in quantities as small as a thimbleful. Research conducted by award-winning U.S. scientist Nathan Zoner concluded that roughly 86% of the population supports a ban on dihydrogen monoxide. Although his results are preliminary, Zoner believes people need to pay closer attention to the information presented to them regarding dihydrogen monoxide. He adds that if more people knew the truth about dihydrogen monoxide, then studies like the one he conducted would not be necessary. A similar study conducted by U.S. researchers Patrick K. McCluskey and Matthew Kulik also found that nearly 90% of the citizens participating in their study were willingly to sign a petition to support an outright ban on the use of dihydrogen monoxide in the United States. Why haven't you heard about dihydrogen monoxide? Good question. Now here is why. Historically, the dangers of dihydrogen monoxide, for the most part, have been considered minor and manageable. While the more significant dangers of dihydrogen monoxide are currently addressed by a number of agencies including the FDA, FEMA, and CDC, public awareness of the real and daily dangers of dihydrogen monoxide is lower than some think it should be. Critics of government often cite the fact that many politicians and other public office do not consider dihydrogen monoxide to be politically beneficial, caused behind, and so the public suffers from a lack of reliable information on just what dihydrogen monoxide is and why they should be concerned. Unfortunately, the dangers of dihydrogen monoxide have increased as world population has increased, a fact that the raw numbers and careful research both bear out. Now more than ever, it is important to be aware of just what the dangers of dihydrogen monoxide are and how we can all reduce the risks faced by ourselves and our families. What are some of the dangers associated with dihydrogen monoxide? Each year, dihydrogen monoxide is a known causative component in many thousands of deaths and is a major contributor to millions upon millions of dollars in damage to property and the environment. Some of the few known perils of the dihydrogen monoxide are death due to accidental inhalation of dihydrogen monoxide, even in small quantities, often associated with killer cyclones in the U.S., Midwest, and elsewhere, and in hurricanes including deadly storms in Florida, New Orleans, and other areas of the southeastern U.S. found in biopsies of precancerous tumors. What are some uses of dihydrogen monoxide? Despite the known dangers of dihydrogen monoxide, it continues to be used daily by industry, government, and even in private homes across the U.S. and worldwide. Some of the well-known uses of dihydrogen monoxide are as an industrial solvent and coolant in nuclear power plants, by elite athletes to improve performance, in the production of styrofoam, as a spray-on suppressant and retardant, during many recent religious and ethnic wars in the Middle East, in daycare centers, purportedly for sanitary purposes by software engineers, and many more things. What you may find surprising are some of the products and places where dihydrogen monoxide is used, but which for one reason or another are not normally made part of public presentations on the dangers to the lives of our family members and friends. Among these startling uses are in cough medicines and other liquid pharmaceuticals, in spray-on oven cleaners, in shampoos, shaving creams, deodorants, and numerous other bathroom products, as a preservative in a grocery store, fresh produce sections, and so much more. Fortunately, there is much you can do to minimize your dangers due to dihydrogen monoxide exposure. First, use common sense. Whenever you are dealing with any product or food that you feel may be contaminated with dihydrogen monoxide, evaluate the relative danger to you and your family and act accordingly. Keep in mind that in instances, low levels of dihydrogen monoxide contamination are not dangerous and in fact are virtually unavoidable. Remember, the responsibility for your safety and the safety of your family lies with you. Second, exercise caution when there is a potential for accidental inhalation or ingestion of dihydrogen monoxide. If you feel uncomfortable, remove yourself from a dangerous situation. Better safe than sorry. Third, don't panic. Although the dangers of dihydrogen monoxide are very real, by exercising caution and common sense, you can rest assured knowing that you are doing everything possible to keep you and your family safe. Thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoy this video coming up next. Now that I've convinced you that dihydrogen monoxide is harmful, I would like to tell you that dihydrogen monoxide is water.